I love it! I love it! A broski cry! Yeah! We got her! I'm lucky enough to introduce our medieval queen, Brittany Broski, everybody! Feel like I'm you. You're always in the garb.
I am in the garb, and I'm doing you today.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing just a blazer for today.
Yeah, I dress like a man.
No, I love it.
I feel really like vulnerable in a skirt.
Really?
Yeah, I feel.
Does this feel empowering?
Pants empower me.
But what about the cape?
Oh, I'm so into this. Are you kidding? I'm wondering if I should wear it straight or jaunty. Maybe jaunty.
Yeah, that's more fashion.
Okay, I am obsessed with you. I feel so lucky to be in honestly, this is, for you, this is an homage and an honoring of Royal Court, your talk show.
I feel so honored right now.
By the way, would you call your show a talk show?
Sometimes it's a therapy session. I know you.
I like
I know
that.
You feel the same.
I like it. I like the figuring life out. Ooh, my chalice.
Hey, and cheers for real.
Cheers for real.
Yeah.
I am so excited to be in your company.
That's vodka.
Yeah, well, we like to get people faced here. Now, how did you have the, honestly, I don't know how else to say it, so take it or leave it, the bravery to be you? I mean that because when we first launched this show, I got focus grouped. It was tough. We live in a world now where people just feel like it's okay to say anything at any time to anyone. And so you have to kind of digest things and go, well, does this make me ripe for an identity crisis? Or do I stay in my lane?
I've never imagined a reality where there's an alternative. Like, truly. Like, if I don't get to just love what I love and say what I want and be who I am, then, like, what's the actual point? That's not something that I'm interested in, truly. Like, I think life is so short. I'm so passionate about life and living that why would you ever, like, dull your, this is so corny, but why would you dull your sparkle, Drew?
Yeah, dim your light for others, who, by the way, may change their mind and they're a phantom they.
Literally, this other that we're always trying to perform and please.
Like, you want to come and make my life better, I'm open to listening to what you have to say, but if you're just going to stay over in that corner and tell me I'm crap, well, I got to take that with a grain of salt then.
Exactly. And how easy is it to sit on the other side of something with no name and no face and be like, this sucks? Okay, then you try it.
Yeah.
Like, you make something creative. You put yourself out there. It's hard, but it's so rewarding when you let it be, you know?
Well, and the response to what you are doing is just, like, it's so incredible. People love it. I mean, I've named a lot of people that have come on your show. There are so many more.
It's ridiculous.
But is it true that, like, Harry Styles came up and fangirled out on you?
Fangirled out, not necessarily. That's more so me meeting Harry Styles and yeah. That's when I had actually mocked him to his face.
See, this is why I like you, because I would have the same reaction if I met Harry Styles.
See, you get it. You get it. That's me doing a British accent, making fun of him to his face. So.
Oh my God, a Harry hug.
Girl, and let me tell you something. I used to write and read Harry Styles fan fiction, okay? Hey, I'm normal, by the way. That, meeting him and hugging him was like, oh, you've been real this whole time, I'm humiliated.
But also, like, he is someone who has made the world a more colorful, joyful, incredible place. He's awesome.
Say that.
He's big.
That was my first ever tattoo. TPWK, treat people with kindness. That's his mantra. That was my first tattoo I ever got. Like, I don't play about Harry Styles.
Okay, so you know if the people you are tattooing and living by their words are coming up to you and saying, I like what you're doing, I'm here for it.
Don't say that.
Does that ever come in a convenient time when you're having self-doubt?
You know, sometimes. The universe is funny like that sometimes. When it's like, I've had some interviews where I walk away, or just, you know, anything, doing this job, like Hollywood in general.
Yeah.
Where sometimes it's like, oh, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. You know, like maybe something went wrong, or in the moment it's like you tried your best and maybe the guest wasn't really giving you much.
Yep.
And right after that, you'll have something that's like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. So it's crazy when that self-doubt happens. It's like, oh, I was tweaking.
I was just talking about like negative self-talk. I've never had a job in my life that has made me feel more inferior than this one.
Because it's so exposed, right? You're not behind a character.
Yep. Yes! How did you guess? I've always tried to explain that. You get it.
I get it.
You play a character and it's like, I have all the confidence in the world. There's nothing I can't do. Be you. I'm like, It's not that I'm not comfortable in my skin. It's that it wasn't years of being in an industry that set me up for this job.
Totally.
It was years of engaging with people that set me up for this job.
Absolutely. And a genuine interest in people as well.
Desperate curiosity.
Yep.
Oh my God, see, where have you been all my life?
Well, I was literally just behind there. I was like, that's literally my Aunt Drew. That's crazy. That's my auntie.
I am. By the way, I say to everybody that I meet, we grew up together because we did, and we're still growing.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, speaking of growing, the way that both of us grew up might have some really interesting parallels. I moved around all the time. Like I never knew where I was going next.
Me as well.
You were an Army brat.
Yeah, military brat. It was every 2 to 4 years I moved schools. As a kid. Were you the same? Like, how young were you moving?
I mean, since ET, since I was 7,
You get it.
I moved around, and one film in particular I did. It wasn't a film; it was a TV special called "Babes in Toyland" with a young Keanu Reeves.
Thank you.
And we were in Munich, Germany, for 6 months. And all the people that played all the casting characters, we had Mother Goose, old Mother Hubbard. You know, it was like a kind of this fairy tale. And all the kids who were in the costumes, in the suits, were from the military base on their summer break.
Yeah.
So I hung out with them, and I had not found commonality in anyone my age with the life experience.
Totally.
They were the first people I had met who had just moved.
I love that.
So hearing that about you, I was like, oh my God, how did that shape you?
I mean, how could it not? Like, it totally reframes how you view friendship, the necessity of friendship, maintaining long distance friendships, and also having to put yourself out there and be the one. And I think it also goes back to like being confident and like, girl, put yourself out there because you never know what could happen. You know, you could find your lifelong friends, or you could find something like this that it's like, wow, I'm actually good at it and it makes me feel great. And I feel like I'm walking in my purpose.
Oh my God, everything you said, I tell my daughters, I'm like, life is a revolving door. And you are never really far away from anyone. You just keep it going.
And it's so worth it.
We don't often get to turn to someone who had a whole different perspective, but was witness to it all. Your mom is here.
My mother is here.
Hi! Okay.
Here we go.
How did you birth a Brittany? What was she like growing up? It is an honor to meet you. I'm Drew.
Drew, no, I don't know you at all. Who are you again?
Oh my God,
you've been one of my favorites forever.
Really?
You have.
E.T. is her favorite movie ever.
E.T. is my favorite movie ever. I will tell you that this is a generational thing. And when you go through generations of women in your family, you have to be careful that there's things in those generations that you don't want to pass along.
Say that.
And because of that, you minimize the bad and you maximize what's up there. And my advice to any mothers that are having to go through any kind of generational curses that you need to break, okay, to better your children's lives, is to know that motherhood is not perfect, but the participation in your children's lives are, okay? And to be present, and to be your whole self, and to be present in your child's life and show them exactly what their potential is by living yours. So I want you to know that.
Yes. Oh, I just love you.
I know I've instilled that in her. And let me tell you, that girl up there has been like that since she was 3 years old. entertaining the whole family.
Not too much on me.
Right. Too much information.
Always like colorful.
Entertaining the family, singing.
Because they say a lot of like who you come out as is a lot of who you will be.
Yes. And she continually improves upon herself, and she amazes me on a daily basis.
Oh my God.
And to think that she came from me? Oh my God.
I think you need a show. Is it true you're a ghost hunter?
I am, and there's one right back over there.
What?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, on this stage over there. There's a presence over there. I'm not joking. She thinks I'm sitting back here lying, but I'm really not. I am a ghost hunter.
I am
I have my own team.
You do?
Texas Ghost Gals. I'm from Houston.
I've been in the, honestly, the underbelly of the building. This used to be full of dairy cattle. That's what this building was.
Wow.
Yeah. So there is these crazy tunnels underneath the ground where they would bring all the cows through.
That's where the ghosts go.
There has been so much filmed in here.
Absolutely.
And so, well, welcome to whoever is here, because I'm for everyone and everything. Like,
Hope you're a fan of the Drew Barrymore Show.
hope you're a nice spirit.
Yep.
I'd really like to learn from you. I really mean it. I love your show. I love what you do.
Right back at you.
Where do you get the confidence sometimes to dare to ask a question?
My approach from the beginning has been I'm never going to punch down on a guest. I am always going to, if you want something cut, we're going to cut it. I'm not in this business of like clickbaiting you to whatever. I want you to feel comfortable, and also the point of my show is to humanize these celebrities. When it's like, you are so untouchable, these people of the world, that if I sit you down and make you wear a cape and a hat, you look great, by the way.
Thank you.
And I ask you about your childhood or about maybe some creative choices you've made in your life or like your innermost thoughts and feelings, it's almost something about the absurdity of the set that makes you be like, you know what, hell yeah, let me talk about it. So that's kind of been the approach. And the gradual, I start my show with like a stupid, I shine a spotlight in your face and I ask you about farting on Tom Hanks.
Of course.
Josh Hutcherson farted on Tom Hanks, by the way.
By the way, and we want to know these things.
Exactly. It's investigative journalism. That's the first section. The middle section's kind of, talking about our interests, trying to find commonalities. And then the third section is the deeply earnest. It honestly comes from a place of intense curiosity, I think very much like you, where it's like, I really want to know what makes you tick and what makes you be able to create the art that you create, whether that be an athlete, a musician, an actor. Everything's art when you look at it like that.
There are so many things I admire about you. I agree too. I hate the gotcha.
Yep.
That's never going to happen here. And if somebody has walked off the set and said, you know what, I think I went a little too here and would you mind adjusting? By the way, I have to say, it almost never happens.
Well, right.
It's so rare. In the case that it does, it's like, this is about you.
Totally.
This is your safest space.
Why would I get you? I don't want to do that.
Never! There's like a cute, cocky confidence that you exude that I think never also goes over the line to make someone feel uncomfortable. I think you make them feel very held. Like you've got this.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I love about your tone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Totally.
Freaked out.
I heard that maybe you brought a question for me.
Drew, I've got some questions for you.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I don't get asked questions, so take it away.
Oh,
I
honey.
certainly insert myself everywhere. That was what made me feel so bad about doing this job at first. I was like, you never shut up.
It's called the Drew Barrymore Show. You've built an empire out of it. I'm so proud of you.
I'm just glad we're still here. It's about longevity. It's about sticking. That's all that matters. And maybe growing, such as your empire is too. Okay, I'm very excited because I'm not only anxious to answer your questions, I can't wait to hear what questions you have.
Drew.
Yeah.
You get really up and close and personal with the guests on your show.
Yeah.
What deodorant do you use?
None.
You don't wear deodorant.
No.
Do you stink?
I feel like I do a little bit today. I don't know.
No, you smell like peaches. That's gonna piss me off, actually.
And my feet don't smell either. But I'm sure for those two attributes, I've got two giant claws to compensate for them.
You took your teeth out on a late night television show when you were a little girl.
I did.
If you could remove a body part to make yourself more comfortable in this interview, what would you take off?
Without question, it would be the well, how do I describe this? I'm telling you, I'm wearing this leotard that is going so far up in the wrong place right now, and I just adjusted and I'm much more comfortable. So it would have been like my private parts I would have removed, but I just pulled it out of them, so I'm much more comfortable. Thank you. I can concentrate now.
I love it. Mine would be boobs, because sometimes boobs ruin an outfit. I'll be totally honest.
I totally understand. Yeah. It's a lot to be a woman.
But sometimes I'm like, yes.
I know, sometimes it's like, whoa.
Exactly. You once described the way men write women's dialogue as pathetic. Is there a particularly stupid example that comes to mind?
I can't believe I said that. I was so much braver when I was younger. I'm surprised I was bold enough to say anything like that at some point, because
but it's true.
I think it's really interesting because sometimes when men write for women, I'm like, you can tell.
Yep.
But then there are these circumstances where I'll think, this is what's coming to my brain. Steve Martin wrote this book called Shop Girl. And I went up to him one day and I said, how do you understand women so well? Like, I don't get it. You're a man. I would think it'd be really challenging for a woman to write for a man too, because we're not them. We speak to our own life experience, but you know,
yeah, yes and no. I think women are so deeply empathetic that it's probably a lot easier for, I think more women could write accurately for a man than the opposite. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna agree with you.
You famously starred in E.T. What media would you send to aliens to teach them about humans? If you had to show them one piece of human media, what do you think perfectly encapsulates the human experience?
In my current moment, I would say the film Hamnet.
Say that!
I would say that pretty much like really kind of covers life and death and everything in between, art, storytelling.
Motherhood, parenthood.
Just nature,
Yep.
The appreciation for nature. I think it really is summed up so beautifully, and I was nervous to go see it because I thought it would freak me out, and it's about a heavy subject. It is not that film. It is not depressing. It is life-affirming, and storytelling should send you out on a note that says, go live your life, no matter what happens.
I just gotta chill.
In the story. Do you think that's good to put in the time capsule?
Yeah, you went serious. I was gonna say Love Island.
That's my daughter Olive's favorite show.
Yeah.
I walk through the kitchen and I'm like, what are you watching? And by the way, can they, just a weird idea.
Go ahead.
Is there no different way we can do the microphone thing?
I know!
This can't be it.
Around the waist?
No.
It's horrible.
It's so distracting.
And also the show's only gotten bigger, so like y'all have the budget.
You have the budget, and by the way, Broadway's figured out the over-the-head mic. There is something, and the tone of their hair or skin. No, Love
They don't
Island.
care.
Please take the poof off the neck. It makes me. It's too real.
I agree.
By the way, I am so afraid to mess with those Love Island fans. They're so.
No.
That's the most beloved show. I mean,
It really is.
It's a empire.
It really is. And wow, those British people, they got something right with that show.
British people, your show is like quintessentially British. It's got real Brit vibes.
In like a mockery way.
But it's like,
Yeah.
but I do think that British sort of comedy is a great underlier, and you've adapted that really well in your show.
Thank
It is
you.
the thing you said about your style is one of the things that I hope we all bring to life itself, which is to disarm each other.
Yeah.
So that we can get into each other.
Put the guards down.
Take the armor off piece by piece.
Yes.
Especially in this setting. I should have worn a coat of arms or a night suit next time.
Yeah, our matching armor next time.
Yes.
Cool. You've posted TikToks of yourself happy weeping over seemingly like mundane things, like rain,
Yes.
a window.
Would have never known any of that would have resonated ever.
Listen to me when I say I have never felt more seen than by those TikToks. And my question, let me get to it, but I was gonna say, I cry over like the drop of a hat. Like, we went to the ballet last night, me and Mother. We saw Sleeping Beauty. And there's this part where a ballerina comes out, she's dressed as a kitten, and then there's like a boy cat. And they're doing this like silly play fight, but it's still ballet moves. And you know, all the adults are like, in the audience. halfway through, this little kid in the front row, a little girl, starts laughing because it's funny, like it's silly. And hearing that child's laugh at the ballet, I started crying.
That was what broke me in Hamnet.
Literally!
It's when she starts laughing.
I know!
That all my tears came down.
Horrible. It's horrible. Okay, anyway, my question. What's the most mundane thing you've cried over recently that isn't Hamnet?
I would say my perimenopause. Sometimes I just start crying because I just hate the way I feel. It's so confusing and disorienting and uncomfortable. And because it's this thing that just seems like a woman's thing to deal with.
Yep.
I'd love to see a man write about menopause.
Girl, write about having a period.
I know.
You could never. I get a very sick satisfaction of seeing men go through the period pain simulators. You seen that? I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's gonna last 35 years, so enjoy that.
Once a month, yay! Mine is, I started crying recently, I was on my period, because I realized that there's doctors in every city that just want to help people.
Okay, I know where you're going with this. It's like an appreciation for the goodness.
Yes.
I started crying over Douglas the other day.
That's so valid!
I literally looked at him and I said, you have been kind and loving and done nothing but give for 16 years to me and my children. How are you even of this world?
I know.
And I was sobbing while I was doing it.
Valid.
Okay, I see where you're going.
See, you
Yeah.
get me.
Okay.
You like to talk about dating on your show?
I do.
If you were on the dating apps, what would your bio be? Have you thought about it?
I was on a dating app and my bio was, I'm not looking for marriage or children or all these things. And then some gentleman here at the show, I said, how does that sound to everybody? Like, just, I'd love some feedback. And this man raised his arm and I was like, yes. What do you have to say? And he goes, I'm sorry, it's just really off-putting. Oh. And it just sounds like you're unopen, immovable, and staunch, and I would probably run away from you.
Well, hell, what else?
And I was like, but I'm trying to liberate men to think that this is a low lift.
Right.
I don't want much from you. Please don't ask much for me. And he goes, it's just not coming off that way. And I was like, great. I changed it the next day. And I loved it because, it was a straight man's perspective, and I'm always around gay men and women, so I took his advice, and I think it's safer to probably decree nothing on a dating app.
Right.
You're never gonna win. You're not gonna be that pithy hook that blows someone away. You're gonna say too much or too little. Just leave it alone. The only thing I wish people would do on dating apps is like actually follow up and meet up. That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yes. When guests come on and you talk about dating, how do you navigate that? Because I find that to be a subject that so many people can get interested in and excited about. But again, I want to protect people and not feel like I'm exposing them. So I let them take the lead on the conversation.
Yeah. If they're cagey, it's like, I don't want to press.
I just leave it alone. But if they're ready to lean into it, I'm like, tell me everything.
Yeah. I do the same. I kind of let them lead, but usually it always turns into man bashing, which I am very for. I'm very supportive of. So I'll participate. Fine, you got me. I'll participate. But yeah, that's usually what it turns into. I talked with Natasha Rothwell about dating, and my editor had to cut probably 20 minutes of it out because we were just going in. I'm like, and another thing.
Yeah.
And it's very freeing. It's
and
liberating.
it can be a mood thing because sometimes all of a sudden, like something changes and shifts in you and you get more in touch with your softer romantic side. And then the next episode, you might be talking to someone about dating and be in a very different headspace.
Totally.
And so there's room for that too.
I think we should just be more open with people. More vulnerable and soft.
All right, final question.
Yes.
For your birthday last year, you said you wanted to just do some real middle-aged woman.
Yeah.
What is some real middle-aged woman that you think I, the youngest woman alive, should implement in my life?
Well, I think you need the thickest pair of socks. Let's start there.
Ooh, okay.
Thick, like yummy, cozy, and not the kind that slip off the ankle. You want a nice grip.
Yeah.
But it should feel like you're stepping into little like lammy clouds.
Love.
I like a chenille. I think life changes in the way that like all of a sudden, I'm not going to bars and partying. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting at home watching TV with my friends and like eating snacks and in those really thick socks. And
sweating.
There's a lot of animals around totally schwitzing. And it just, I've studied a lot of people who are helping people with the end of their lives. And what I'm learning from them very consistently is that people don't tend to talk about anything but the relationships that they've had.
Yeah.
That has become, was, and is the meaning of their life. So if I'm with those people that I love, that's it. That's all I need.
That's all it's about.
And some carbs, you know, just to make the moment more perfect. It is what it's all about. I love it! I love it! A broski cry! Yeah! We got her! I love it!
You broke me.
By the way, you can break me anytime, by the way. Can I come on your show?
I'm begging you to come on my show.
I mean, I'll wear a skirt, I'll wear a cloak, I'll do anything you want, I'll eat anything, I want to build the crest.
I would like you to draw.
I want to do everything.
Okay.
And I really want to thank you also for giving all moms the great advice that you did just now, and it really touched me and meant so much to me. And by the way, the third season of Royal Court is on YouTube now. And here's a clip as we go to break. Brittany Broski!
You and Matt Damon have the same face. Has anyone ever told you that?
No. And I want you to know that you need to get your eyes checked because this bright light that's been shining in your face for multiple episodes
see.
now is doing irreparable harm. If when you look at me, you see Matt Damon, something's wrong with your eyesight.